What's good, everybody? It's your girl, Toya, host of Universal Teas, the People's Podcast. And I just finished recording my first live and in-person event here in Milwaukee. And the vibe in the place is so amazing. Y'all, we have a custom drink menu. We talked about what it means to live in your vision. We have vendors here. And so this section is called the AfterSet. So if you want to be a part of that main conversation, make sure if you are in Milwaukee, you RSVP for the event. And make sure that you pull up and be a part of the conversation. But now you all are going to just hear some reactions of some of my friends and the people closest to me and the people who came out to be a part of this event. And so just listen to the stories, and I hope that you all can make one of these live podcasts. I'll see y'all. Let's get into these conversations. So I have Joey and Mia here. Keyshawn's supposed to be coming, but he in the bathroom because he been drinking too much, so he got to pee. But thank y'all for coming, first of all.
Thank you for having us.
No
It
problem.
was amazing.
Thank you.
We had a blast. It was such an amazing experience.
Thank you. And then Mia said she had some questions for me, y'all. So we going to take those questions.
Okay, so with starting your podcast, when did you realize that this was something you wanted to do?
So I think I realized that it was something that I needed to do when I was urgently trying to get out of a dark space in my life. And I didn't know what that looked like. Like, I did journaling. Like, I used to dance a lot, so I would take dance classes, but nothing was working. And so I really got still and calm, and God told me, like, you got to open your mouth. And I was like, child, open my mouth and say what? And so I don't even know where I even heard the idea of podcasting because it's kind of new. So I'm like, podcasting, what is it? So I was just like, I'm going to try this avenue. I'm going to get a mic. I'm a good speaker. You know, I teach. So I'm talking all day, every day. And so I think that's where it came from. It came from me trying to get out of darkness.
Okay. And can you admit that now this is something that you love to do?
I love it. I love podcasting. And this is my first live event, y'all. I don't know if I said that, but just having the energy of people here, because I was recording on live, and y'all probably listening there on Facebook Live, but having the people and the energy actually in the space, it's like, yeah, this is what you need. And, like, I know that it's what I love to do, because I kind of was telling y'all earlier, like, there's not a whole lot of people. Like, it wasn't a packed house, but I still feel good leaving out of it. So it's like, yeah, this is where I need to be.
And y'all got to be here because the information that was said, like, I had to quote you on Facebook. That's how powerful some of the stuff
Let me
was
check my notes.
I
I agree.
legit, like, had
Mia
to
got
quote
notes.
certain things on Facebook and, like, tag you in it because it was
Yeah.
just like, damn, this is a whole different experience.
Yeah.
Online is something. And,
Yeah.
but in person, y'all, she going to
Get
be
here.
here the first of the month.
Yep.
Y'all got to get here.
First Saturday of every month. That's love. That's love. I appreciate it. Look, Mia, I want y'all to know Mia got her notes pulled up in her phone to run it down to us. So this Mia.
Okay, so one thing that she stated that really did inspire me was when she said, allow your tears to water the plants in your future. Sometimes I feel like when we're in a space where we may not really know what to do, we have so many decisions and we're just in a space where we're just clueless. Those tears is going to run down your face, but that doesn't mean to give up. Come up with a plan, write these things out, and make it happen.
Yes, Mia's the expert, child. And that's advice by Mia. But yeah, like, and I just want to speak to, because Mia and Joey and Keyshawn, they drove here from Chicago. So I just want to express, like, my gratitude for that. Because people say they're going to do something every day, you know what I mean? But to see it as a feeling. And I hit Joey up, and he was like, we going to be there. And I'm like, okay, I'm just checking. And so that's what I really want to encourage people is, like, whatever you want to do, do it. Don't worry about who's going to be around. Don't worry about packing a house, because that's what part of my worry was. But then I looked around the room and I realized, like, the people that are for me are here. And these are the people that's going to go and leave this place and tell people that they need to be here.
That's true.
So it's not about quantity, it's about quality. The quality of the people that are in this space with me is amazing.
And I think that's what people take advantage of. They don't understand that those cliche, what we think quotes, actually hold so much value.
Yep.
Like, it holds so much value. Like you said, like, no, it probably wasn't the end goal, 50, 60, 70 people, but this is the first.
Yeah.
It could have been one. It could have been two. You had 20.
Yep.
And then these are people from all walks of life.
Yep.
Wisconsin, Chicago, Madison. And just the fact that they came here just to support you.
Yep.
People don't even know what they missed out on. And I think that after this, come on, Wisconsin. Come on, Chicago. We got to do what we got to do. Like, we gonna wake up.
Sure. I'll come to Atlanta. I'll come to Miami. I'll come to Cali.
We gonna do what we got to do.
Come sit right. Keyshawn made it finally, y'all.
Thank you.
And Joey got his tacos delivered.
We got tacos in the building.
So, it's okay. Come on, Keyshawn. Yeah. Keyshawn is here, so he gonna say his piece. He had to use the bathroom because he's literally taking a sip of his drink as we speak.
I definitely am.
So, Keyshawn, we just kind of chopping it up and speaking to like our experience and like what vibe you got from being here live.
The vibe I got from here being live is definitely one that I feel like that can't be replicated. Like a lot of times today in 2023, we kind of lose a sense of how reality feels and the value that reality actually holds. And actually having real experience and actually being around people and actually really doing things. So like, I definitely appreciated coming and seeing it in person because the energy definitely there, definitely there. And I guess like just having the experience of knowing you for the time that I have, I kind of had this realization today that I feel like everyone has like a personal responsibility that if they do want to do something more than average, if they do, you don't have to.
Yeah.
But if you have that urge to do something above average, then I feel like everyone has a personal responsibility because I feel like just knowing you for as long as I have and actually seeing you going from just when you were having your podcast and now doing something live, like it's much more inspiring than anyone else you can listen to you've never met. You can follow them, you can idolize them, but having someone that's around you that you have some type of story with, some type of psychological story with, is way more empowering. So I feel like we all have a personal responsibility just to do better, just because there's no telling that the people around us who probably listens to no one else, but probably seeing us actually thinking about something and actually doing it, and it may move them way more than anyone that they can ever listen to.
I love that. I
like that. Yeah, definitely.
Y'all is gassing me up.
Definitely though.
So this is the first. I'm gonna have some people rotating out of here, but thank y'all so much for coming. Thank you so much for talking.
We appreciate you for having us.
Yes, y'all gonna have to get a bus of people to come next time. Bring them on up. Okay. But again, this is Keyshawn, Joey, and Mia. And I love them so much. So
love you too.
Thank y'all. See y'all at another one soon. Yep. Joey over here eating tacos, y'all.
Yes, ma'am. They're good as hell.
All right, so now y'all, my big brother is here, Rob, and how did you feel about the event? How did you feel about the conversation?
Well, I think the conversation went pretty well. I mean, it's an eye-opener. It's a guiding light, pretty much. Trying to show everybody that they're not the only person in a dark spot, or how to get things to get started and get going, and try to keep a positive mind and always keep an eye open on what's going on around you. They say to be aware is to be alive.
Okay, and so like that's what I want to speak to. Like when I had this event in mind, I didn't have one particular person. I had everybody, and so like being pushed to feel and think differently is what I kind of wanted us to walk away from. So like, you feel like you did that? You walked away?
Well, I mean, pretty much, I'm always gonna walk away with something when I come somewhere. You know what I mean? It's the message that I took in, that it was an eye opener. It even fit some of my situations like a puzzle, regardless to what's going on around me or what issues I decide to cover up, but everything gonna come to the light. So the things that you were talking about, they hit home, and I really wasn't expecting that. And when you was talking, it kind of hit deep down to the stomach, and I think it was real different from coming from your baby sister. It's like, wow, she hitting these spots I try to hide up, but here it is, she bringing them to the surface. And then it made me able to change my mind about certain things, the way I'm handling them right now. So I walked away from this situation. I mean, I walked away from your podcast with a better attitude on what I had going.
Yeah, and that's what we need. Look, this is my big brother, like, and I'm glad that he's saying that and, like, here to support me. He drove an hour and a half to get here, and so it's just that, like, I'm glad that I could do that and, like, create the space for people to do that. So, thanks, bro, for coming. I love you.
I love you, too, no doubt.
Thank you.
And there was another thing I wanted to add to that. It was even though I got out my comfort zone, because you know me, I'm pretty much a loner. I'm always the one that never shows up half the time because I be so busy.
Yeah.
But they say if something important to you like that, you gotta make time. And I made time, and I'm real happy I came. I'm really happy I came. When I go home, I mean, it's like, wow. You know, you learn something from everybody, not because of the age, the big brother and the little sister thing. I don't even like to play the big brother role. I like to play the sister and brother role because I collect.
That connection.
That's right. We come as a whole, and I learned a lot today.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that.
Thank you. All right, y'all. That was my big brother. We're going to see who come up in here next and let us know how they feeling about the event.
What I experienced at universities.
Yes. So now we got my sister. Y'all just heard my big brother. And now we got my big sister. And her name is Mary. And she's going to tell us just kind of like what she felt from the vibe today. And kind of like what she walked away with. So, hey, Mary.
I am not Toya. Let me first start off by saying that. That's my 6-year fraternal twin, but I'm the big sister. The vibe here was everything. She opened, like her friend said, she all up in your motherfucking business. Sorry for the motherfucking, but
you can cuss.
But
for you,
like she said, her friend, you was all up in people's business because you're speaking truth, and people have to live in your truth, as you always say on your podcast. When you live in your truth, it make life whole lot better for you, a whole lot better, because you go in life with this sense of carefreeness. You know what I'm saying? You don't regret what you're saying. You don't regret what you're doing. You don't regret who you're with and what you're doing. So this podcast, the vibe was nice. You know, everybody was here getting it cracking. Yes, we had a lot of pod-teenies and universal teens in here, but we cuss, y'all.
That's my cousin,
I'm
y'all.
sorry.
We be cussing and
sorry.
stuff. Hold on. Okay, so you were saying that the vibe was good and you had a whole lot of pod-teenies and universities. And so just like, what did you take away from, or what do you think people who weren't here should know?
I think people that were here are going to actually feel more self-motivated because it was a lot going around saying like ways to self-motivate and having your surroundings of people to help you. You know what I'm saying? Because in life, like the saying go, it takes a village to raise a child. I feel it that way with just being an adult. You know what I'm saying? So you need somebody around you that's gonna help you and motivate you. And the thing is living in your truth. So if you're having a problem, say I don't feel okay. Say I'm unhappy. Say I'm broke. I need some financial help. And if that person is in your corner, they're gonna help you in that way. And, I mean, that'll just be that. But overall, I feel like this was a great thing. I'm proud of my little sister.
Thank you.
I see her growing far because this is something that people need to hear. This is something that people can engage in and actually get their feelings across the board. So, congratulations, sisters. I love you.
Thank you. Love you, too.
And I see this going far, honey.
Ooh, and we got my cousin in here, too. Kaya. Hey, girl.
Hey, Pooh.
You just snapped.
Let me tell you something.
What's up?
You made me look at life a little bit different.
Okay.
And certain things that you were struggling with, I'm like, damn. I thought I was the only one struggling on these certain
It's
aspects
universal.
of life.
It's universal.
I said, shit. That's why you made. Oh, can I say shit?
You can say whatever you want to say.
Oh, fuck that. This is my cousin shit. I can say what the fuck I want to say. Though.
And can.
No, look, like I was saying, though, you made me change. It made me look at shit different. And then I started like, man, you can do that. You can do that. You just got to make a plan. If you got to go, work to it.
Yep.
I got goals. I've been doing that stuff.
Yep.
That's why I'm broke. Because my goal costs money.
Okay.
And my money
do
costs a
too.
goal.
And it pays off in the end.
And it
It
pays
does.
off in the end because I bet you my daughter won't forget.
Yep.
Where she
Yep.
put it? But she at work, so yeah, we both got goals. We still need money.
Yep.
But no, Toya, no, thank you for inviting me out here. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to see how, man, you just grew so much. Man, you grew. You grew. I'm so proud of you.
Literally.
I'm so proud of you. We both was nervous. We came to this motherfucker. When you said that, I ain't know nobody. Nigga, I ain't know nobody here either.
Yep.
But shoot, we still got each other.
Okay.
Look, all I am still sitting there. Hey, boo man.
Look, you can still talk. So this is the family chat. I got my sister, my brother, and my cousin. Oh, Lord, she tearing this shit up. My sister, my brother, and my cousin in here. So this is a real family chat. But yeah, like just speaking to that, and I kind of mentioned like not coming from families with money and still being able to have vision and realize that you can make it. Because we could have very easily been like in our situation growing up and seeing all the bums and shit around us and kind of subscribe to that. Yeah, and so we could have subscribed to our experiences and the things that we didn't love about our journeys and kind of settled in that. But it's like it takes a different type of person to kind of be in your mind and tell yourself like, this is my reality, but it's not my destiny. It's not my final destination.
And a lot of those beds, we embrace that to make it good.
Mm-hmm.
I thank God for seeing the crackheads. I thank God for serving under the buildings. I thank God for having people around me that
Preach,
did certain
Mary,
things.
preach.
I thank God for that because I didn't have to do it, or I didn't have to do it, or I knew how to maneuver through it.
But I had to pick. I choose my path, and I decide not to do it.
Yep.
And you got some out there who went through it and going through it.
Yep.
They just got to learn how to take a different route.
Yep.
We can't, you know, like they say, we come up around them. I can't never say you never indulge in what was going on either, because I didn't never walk a straight line. But when I got the opportunity to make a choice, I made that choice to go straight. Choice. I ran that sideline for many years. And the side choice wasn't working so well. So I had to take it upon myself to say, hey, well, look, I gave my best in that side choice, and I went straight. And now that I wake up every day and look in the mirror, I'm doing a hell of a lot better than I was.
Yep.
And I said it took me a long time to keep bumping my head up against the wall to get it right. So if you done bump your head up against the wall numerous of times, don't think you're the only one.
Yep.
Don't think you see somebody shining that they started off shining. Some of them started from the mud too. Some of them had lumps upside their head, inside their jaws, and everything.
I'm still going through it.
And they still healing. Just because they look good don't mean it's always
Just
good.
because they walking outside with a smile don't mean they happy.
That's right. You can put on the mask every day, all day.
And be a fool. They cover many masks for many people.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But yeah, y'all, so make sure that if you're able, you come to an in-person event, or if you are in a city that I haven't been to, connect me. I'll pull up. So thank y'all, and
Pull up on us.
We all gonna pull up and she gonna tell another city. We all gonna be there like, who's driving?
Right. But yeah, it's lit. Make sure y'all pull up to a live event if you haven't made this one. All right, friends. So now we got Najiri here, who is very integral part in helping me like make sure everything was together. She is a part of the Universities team. She got her little Universities t-shirt on. I wish y'all could see it. But Najiri, just tell us like about your experience here. Like, what did you take from this? What are you walking away with?
So first of all, you did a fantastic job putting everything together. Everybody that I spoke to said that they had a wonderful time, that they feel like they've gotten an opportunity to reflect on some areas in their life that are just integral to the next steps of like, you know, being successful. So that's dope. Shout out to you. What am I leaving here with? Man, I'm leaving feeling just like grateful, thankful for community, thankful for just connections, and I guess the same thing as community, but just grateful.
Yeah.
One of the things that you said today that really spoke to me and something that I've been working on is discernment when it comes to living in your vision. I think that's the key.
Yeah.
I think that's the key to living in your vision, right? Is like, because I think it brings all the different elements together. If you don't know where you want to go.
Yep.
If you don't know how you're going to get there, you just feel kind of lost in the sauce. Just a little lost. So I feel like, you know, my understanding of discernment and the way that I use discernment is like being guided by something that's greater than yourself, like God or whatever. So, definitely. Okay, we got somebody else
Jacayla in the building.
Yeah. Jacayla.
One of our amazing vendors just walked in. So Jacayla, hey girlfriend. Great. So me and Nigeria are just kind of just talking about the vibe and the energy in the place and like, what do you feel? What do you walk away with? How do you feel about being here? And you have a vendor perspective. And y'all, I felt so bad because some of my vendors was like downstairs and I hated it. But that kind of reassured me that they were okay down here. But Jakayla, can you just kind of speak to like being here and the experience and the vibe?
But let me say this first. Jakayla, what was the event that I met? What was that event called?
We Got Soul.
We Got Soul MKE was where I first saw Jakayla, and it was downtown, right next to the Fiserv Forum.
Great, everybody ain't in Milwaukee.
Wait a minute.
You know, some people in Germany.
I said where the Bucks play. In India. You know, the what year did we win?
Child, that 1 year?
Yeah, don't be a hater. We talked about that today, not being a hater. What year did we win? What year did we win is what I asked.
You
whatever.
Tell me.
The champions, right. I wasn't outside either. Anyway, my point is when I met this woman, she had a glow, y'all. Like she was just doing her thing. I came there to see my brother and support him. Shout out to Drip Sphere, doing his thing, Mr. Jackson. But Jakayla was just like there doing her thing.
She is very radiant and beautiful. Like, yeah, she's very radiant.
Do reading my mind. Yes, very radiant.
Girl, don't be over there blushing. She is very radiant.
Very, very radiant, y'all. She is here selling all the things, but I'm gonna let her answer the question. But I just want her first to like tell us what you sell, what you do, and why you do it.
So what I sell, well, I have a few different businesses. I started off doing makeup as a hobby, especially during COVID. It became something I did for fun until people started reaching out to me like, hey, can you do my makeup? But then I started working at a high school and I was running into like high schoolers who were facing a lot of difficult issues when it came to like clothing and affording things or just like mental health in general. And I remember, seeing so much of myself in them and just wondering how can I help them, So the goal became to be somebody that I know I needed, be that person and step in to help them wherever I can. And I remember getting a high schooler a prom dress and doing her makeup for free because I'm like, she needed that.
Yeah.
I remember my prom experience was kind of bad.
Yeah.
I was prom queen, but I remember the struggle.
Period. Come on, let's take a minute. That's right. She just tries to downplay that she was prom queen. What do you mean?
I mean, we're gonna let you get back to your story.
Okay, but yeah, prom queen and
right. But I remember not being able to sit in that glory for a while because of the struggle that I had to get the resources that I needed. Like getting a prom dress was a struggle.
Okay.
I remember feeling like I was working overtime, and I was so young. And you can't work.
Them high school jobs, baby.
Yeah, but I was doing.
You got that permit?
Yeah, I had permit. But I did what I had to do to get the things that I needed. And it was such a struggle that I wasn't able to celebrate that. Because afterwards, I still sat in that fact that I struggled to get those things. And there should have been people in my community to help me, but I didn't have that person. So it was like, well, let's be that person for others. So I've now started to collect prom dresses, collect formal wear. I have blazers, skirts, slacks, things of that nature.
I'm gonna have to get you some stuff. Mom, you still got my prom dress at the house? You still got my prom dress?
Yeah, okay. Look,
we ain't worried about that later.
But you know what's crazy about that? That sounds like living in your vision to me.
It is.
That sounds like living in your vision to me.
It is. It came out of nowhere, but I feel like I'm doing what's best for me.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I didn't even just go the nonprofit route. I'm doing this because it's a passion for it.
Right.
No one is paying me to do this. This is something I'm doing and squeezing into my own life because it's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So outside of that, it became, a makeup business. I started doing bridal parties. I started working with photographers to do creative shoots and stuff, while also doing the free makeup for the high schoolers that needed it for prom. So all of those business kind of, they all started to work with each other. And I started to see my vision as, instead of just being a makeup artist, being a community resource, because I don't know where I'm supposed to end up right now. I think I'm still trying to figure it out because I didn't have anything really figured out. I didn't plan where I was going with life because I didn't know I would be here, So to be here and still trying to figure it out at this age is hard. But it's like when I see the overall vision, I see like a place somewhere on a corner where somebody can walk in and be like, hey, can you help me with this? You know? And I'm so intertwined in my community that if I can't help them, I know where to send them. You know? So it's just being that person, trying to be that person.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My parents had to leave, and they was being loud and ghetto, and they wasn't being respectful. So if y'all heard my mom and my daddy, I love them, but they was like, we gotta go, girl. We gotta go. Right. My mama like, I gotta. My train. Okay. She like, my train leave in an hour. Girl, the train station 10 minutes away, but okay. But no. Just to speak to that, like, and that's what this podcast is about, is seeing where you are and knowing that when you get out of it, there's still a need. Hey, cousin. That's my cousin, y'all. Kaya. But just seeing, like, where you are and when you get out of it, understanding that there are people who are there, that's different. Because sometimes you get out of your own shit and you be like, all right, I'm done with that. I'm good. I'm graduated from that phase of my life. But it takes a different type of person to recognize, like, yo, there's some people who are still dealing and struggling with this. Let me tap into them. Like, let me help somebody else to get through the threshold of what I struggled to get through. Everybody ain't built like that. And we think they are. And these spaces are far and few, and I don't think we recognize that. And that's what I'm trying to do here, is kind of build those spaces. I was really intentional with my vendors. Like, even I called you, I was like, nah. Because Jerry told me, like, I met this girl. She cool. She gonna fit the vibe. I said, no, I have to talk to her. So it's like, we need to have a phone conversation so I can feel the vibe. Because I don't need people in here trying to make $1. I need people in here who have a story, who are trying to make it somewhere and are willing to help other people get there. Yeah. So I was very intentional with even the people I let come into this space and be vendors. So shout out to you, girl. And again, Jakayla is very radiant. When I first saw her, I was like, look at her, girl, you cute. Like, your energy is very radiant. And so I felt you when you entered the space. And I want you to know that I really appreciate you being here.
And I appreciate you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you. Look,
Hugs. Come on, Hugs.
They can't see that. No problem.
Let me make room. Yes.
Oh, I gotta pee.
Girl, you better introduce your next two.
Okay, hold on. All right, so boom. We got some more people that came in to talk about their experience. Kai is waving as if y'all can see her, but you're not. So I call them my podcast cousins. Because I've been over on their podcast. They talking about they retired, but I'm forcing them out of retirement eventually. So Kai and Ashley, hey y'all.
Hey,
I'm going to bust them out. They was late, y'all.
When I say, but they came, better late than never. But when I tell y'all 10 minutes after the conversation ended, but they came though.
They came.
Face beating, everything. Okay, listen.
And they look good.
I swear to God, look.
I'm hiding now. I was waving before.
Right. We're going to be on time for the next
That's all I'm saying. But I will say that these two definitely have kind of an insight. I've guested on their podcast before, so they kind of know my vibe and like how I get into things. And so they've seen some podcasts and heard some podcasts that I've done before. So first of all, thank y'all for pulling up on me. And I just want you all to kind of speak to like your experience of like listening to my podcast or being interactive with it. And even outside of the podcast, because we done had conversations outside the podcast that never aired. That also can kind of speak to like who we all are in this moment. Take it away, ladies.
I just want to say it's amazing to be here.
Yes.
To like have these conversations, or I've had these conversations with you about your vision, about how far you want to take. Oh my gosh. Like when I walked in, I'm like, damn. Everything you said is like happening. So, and you know, like just really shedding some pieces that needed to be shedded so that you could shine even brighter. And it's happening. Like even when I watch you on Facebook, when I listen to you, I'm like, damn, like, Toya doing this. Like, that's how it gives me that. Like, you know where she was, you know what she was going through, and you doing this shit and shining.
Thank you.
Like, we can feel it radiate off of you. Like,
thank you.
Like, it's amazing to be here. I'm so happy to celebrate you. Like,
thank you.
Super proud of you. When you texted me, I was like, okay, look.
peeing.
It was official.
Yes, and like, you know, we both, Kai and I, just been dealing with a lot lately. So we was like, don't forget we got friend thing on the
Oh, I
series.
love
We was
that.
late.
That means a lot.
It's gonna be on time.
That means a lot.
Yeah.
But
To know me is to know I'll be late though.
right, this is
Kai always late.
Word.
So.
That's woman. I'm late for everything.
yes. But I just want to say I'm super proud of you. You know, like you said, like Kai was saying, just watching you like talk about the things that you talk about, you know, on your pod and starting to like bring your vision to life. Like I'm super proud of you.
Thank
I
you.
think this was such a dope experience. I'm excited for the next one.
Yes.
You said once a month, right?
Every first Saturday of the month.
First Saturday of the month. Yes. Okay. So definitely will be at the next one on time. But for real, friend, like super proud of you. Even like down to the little menu with the drinks. That was so cute. I'm like, this is so cute. Like this is, and I'm not creative like that, so I never would have thought of anything like that. So I thought that was super dope. So again, hella proud of you, and I'm excited to see like you blossom and, grow even more. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you. Shout out to you.
Ooh,
And
appreciate
we've had
it.
conversations about like us getting in our own way.
Yes.
So like, ooh, girl, it's an inspiration for me.
Baby.
Like,
Baby.
get out your own way.
Get out of your own way.
Yeah, like that is a testament right here. Like, come on, don't leave me to cry. I've been drinking and stuff.
Okay.
Don't cry.
Yeah, like really, like,
Yeah.
and to even think about self, like, what am I doing that, like, I'm really stopping myself from pursuing some major things in my life, but look at how, when I look at the women around me, I'm like, they stepping, and that's when they really taking that step, like, get out of your own way.
And those are the type of people that you need.
And it's scary.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's so scary because getting out of your own way means opening yourself up to not just the things that you want, but y'all don't know what's going to come. Like, it's scary.
It's scary.
So to be open literally means that. Like, there's nothing in between you and everything, but you have to focus on what's for you. So everything is out there, but if you focus on what's for you, that's what's going to come to you. So it's that. Like, and you got to, I'm starting to walk into that. And, like, those tears of, like, I'm scared to turn into tears of, like, damn, I did it. Like, and that's why I've been, yo, that's where I was with this. It's like walking into this space today, because leading up to this, people were so much like, I know you're frazzled. I know you got a lot going on. I know you're nervous. And it's like, no, I've literally been chilling this whole time. But walking into the space, I didn't feel nervous. I didn't feel anxiety. I just felt gratitude. And so being okay with that, we kind of psych ourselves into believing like you have to be scared. You have to be nervous. Shit has to be in chaos. Everything has to be frazzled. But like walking into this space today kind of made me like, I'm good. Like I wasn't worried about how many people. I wasn't worried about the number of people in front of me. I wasn't worried about who was going to say what, who was going to feel what type of way. And that is so good. And something that I said today, look, that stuck with me. Shout out to me inspiring myself.
Okay, for sure.
Was that you don't have to fake freedom. We fake being happy. We fake being okay. We fake being healed. We fake, you know what I'm saying, being in the situation that we in and being okay with it. But I promise you from experience, you don't have to fake freedom. Once you get to freedom, it's that. It's free. It's unbound. So that's what I walked into today. Is like, I'm walking into freedom. So whoever shows up is the people that need to hear this.
Man.
The people who need to hear this are here. It's here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it was that for me. And yeah.
Cheers to you. Yeah. My empty cup, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Can I say one thing?
say your piece.
This is the thing that I'm realizing about everybody that's stepping into their vision is that they have not let this culture of instant gratification really like just derail their like vision, their mindset. We live in like a time of instant gratification, like IG, Facebook, everything is like, and it's like all about the appearances, keeping up appearances. So I guess it's just really a reminder to continue to do what you're doing when it's hard, when it's difficult, when you feel like it's not working, like staying true to yourself. You talked about confidence today. Brought up the conversation that we had about like having to trust in yourself to really go after what you need to go after, right? So yeah, it's just really that. Like, you gonna have the days where you wake up and you feel some type of way. You feel like, damn, am I really about to? Like, yeah, you gotta get to it.
You gotta do it scared. You gotta do it happy. You gotta do it, excited, whatever the case may be.
Yep.
You gotta do it. Yeah. That's
Y'all
right.
better inspire me right now. Okay, pour in.
Yep.
This is
And so that's what it takes. And so again, I appreciate y'all for stopping in after the event to chop it up with me. But if you are in Milwaukee or in the Milwaukee area, make sure you pull up to a live event. We are here every first Saturday of the month at North Avenue Market. So yeah, thank y'all.
Thank you.